So, last we left off, the crew of the expedition has found themselves lost within the rat warrens of a, as of right now, unknown Skaven clan, hopefully deep below the city of Lashik. After freeing themselves of their tenuous position, Wolfram, Luther, Henry, and Lucian absconded into the warrens themselves after setting ablaze a fair number of the rat creatures, Luther massacring them en masse, with Wolfram, Henry, and Lucian bringing up the rear. Meanwhile, Nog, still shackled and chained but making headway. You had several choices before you. Unfortunately, unable to determine the best path to take, settling on moving downwards, which ultimately led you into a large cavernous space, crisscrossed with suspension bridges, shoddily made, as well as platforms, different levels of platforms and whatnot. Pulleys that go places, not exactly sure, almost like elevator mechanisms. Just a bundled up mess of things. In this mess, deep down below, you saw many Skaven doing who knows what, as well as several large pits in the ground that were unlit. There was a cove-like area from this cavern system where there's a large flowing river, and near that there appears to be a makeshift wall that has been built that is guarded. As well as on the current level you are at, you would be at the equivalent of the 10th floor. If you're looking down, it's 100 feet to the ground. Where a ratman dragging a sack full of spoiled meats gave a little sniff test and found him some man things. As he spun, spotting the humans, was about to cry out. And that's what we're picking up. So, you have an opportunity here to silence said creature before anything terrible happens. I will allow one of you to make an initiative roll. A single one of you. You may pick who.
Is this also the individual that gets to act?
Yes, it is.
Right,
You will all eventually get to act if, for instance, the creature is able to scream and call for help. Then we will be entering into a full situation. But this is an opportunity for you to save yourselves from your very poor stealth rolls.
Lucian?
I mean, I'll go. I don't know what I want to do.
It's up to you.
I mean, if I go, it's probably going to be loud. Or, you know.
Okay. I was reserving this in case you had any.
How far away is it?
I don't have a spell that's... I have a dart, but it's not super powerful.
He would be...
Probably more powerful than my whip.
Yeah, he would be within a sprinting range.
Okay.
So I get the sense that he's like a feeble thing, like if I was just the...
All the ratmen are smaller than their average person. They're probably on par with Wolfram.
It's pretty weak, that's right.
I mean, he is physically weaker than most average people.
I mean, I'll try and run.
I mean,
I'll try
it's
and
true,
run.
but you don't have to point it out.
I'm sorry.
Wolfram
I'm just there's a lot of similarities between him and a Skaven. I'm just throwing it out there.
So what you're saying is Wolfram is on par with the Skaven slave.
Now we look at the.
Is
I
that
did not say slaves.
You
The
have-
slaves are much less.
Little
Might
baby
be an accurate
arms is
statement.
all. Just weak baby arms.
Now, I will say you do see a fair number of slaves down below in other places, so you guys haven't come across yet.
Yeah, it's up to you, Lucian. If you'd rather me take the shot with my dart, I can take a shot with a dart.
Yeah.
It would do a minimum. It would do it if I hit. It would do a minimum of 5 damage.
Yeah, my minimum is 3.
Okay, I'll roll initiative to see if it even works.
Okay, Luther is going to go ahead and roll initiative. I'm going to roll off here.
That'll be 7 total.
All right. Luther quickly still has the glowing flame in his hand. You see the creature turn back, and you begin to prepare yourself, Luther. As you ready yourself, the creature, man things, as it points towards the 4 of you. It echoes throughout the chasm. You can almost hear a pin drop. There are screeches and screams down below as you see many rat men and other things are being gathered. You watch as one of the rat men far down below with the kind of like man catchers runs over to one of the pits and begins to work a contraption. But this is going to get hairy real quick, guys. So,
We're pretty here. I mean, we're full body here. Over here.
To start things off, there are a lot of enemies in the near vicinity. We'll be fighting several small battles or large battles to see where this goes. So, first is the single rat men. Between the 4 of you, easily dealt with. We're going to just say that somebody runs over there and you got to throw them off the top of the damn suspension bridge or whatever it is. However, they are gathering and coming towards you. It's at this point that you see or more so, you hear an individual as there is a mighty bellow of Nog Throatripper echoing from one of the holes down below. As you have found your companion, though he is seemingly surrounded by enemies. With your cover spoiled, we are going to see how this goes. So, I think we're going to start off with a skill challenge. And if it gets fucked up real bad, we're going to end up in combat scenarios. Okay. Skill challenge time. We're going to start with Wolfram.
What?
Wolfram, I'm assuming your goals are to save Nog, or I don't know.
Oh, of course.
What are your current goals right now? As a
Try to
party?
save us and get to Nog and save him too.
Okay.
And I would like to look for a way out, or the best way to get down to him.
All of you hear the screams down. Wolfram, go ahead and give me a perception test.
Okay. Damn it, that's 1 level of failure.
1 degree of failure. Wolfram, the maze of suspension bridges and all of the gears and mechanisms that begin to start moving and quickly tethering, you're somewhat lost trying to track a way downwards. Let's move on down to the Nog. Nog, yours is going to be eerily easy here.
Right.
Your test is to make another strength test.
All right, here we go. Now, let's give it. Oh, come here, stupid mouse.
You do have a
Mouse don't
plus
feel me now.
10 to this roll, Nog.
All right. It's a 47 under a 73.
73. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
that's
two.
going to be... Yeah, two degrees of success. As Nog, you're beginning to pull even more. You hear the shouts of "man things" from up above, and you begin to kind of like renew your strength and begin to pull even harder. As you do, you pull free your one arm. You it snaps. The actual, you're still manacled and chained, but you pull the chain out of the wall. It just kind of like lays on the ground next to you.
Nice. So now I have a chain and some extra weight behind my punches.
You still have 3 more, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one hand free, it's all it starts. You know, it's a start. Especially with my man things on the way.
That'll bring me to Henry. How are you going to help the situation, Henry?
By surviving. So, I mean, we're at the climb down at some point.
Or you can either attempt to find a path. You could attempt to climb. It's whatever you guys want to do.
Finding a path seems like the safer route.
There are also going to be enemies. If you guys want to make attack rolls and things like that, we can do that. Now, I will say we're all going to be doing different skills. We're not going to all do the same thing the whole time, so keep that in mind.
I like to avoid attacking things since I have 1 hit point.
Yes! Yes.
So I'd like to make a consume alcohol test. I am going to.
You can, if you
And
want.
I don't have my Bugmans on me.
No.
I would like to. I guess since Wolfram failed the perception, I will. How far is the climb down?
So you're going to be climbing down the many layers of this rat-like maze that is scaffolding and bridges. It's 100 feet all the way to the ground. Now, you couldn't jump off the side here and hit the ground. There's too many things in the way. So a climb down is just going to be a climb down. You're probably going to get to different floors, depending on how you do.
-10, everything is bad. Oh, we'll go for the climb.
Give me an athletics roll.
Athletics or climb?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, I forget we have climb.
There is a
Give me a climb roll. Yeah, give me the climb roll.
Goal's a 30.
Yes. Yes.
Oh!
34. Do you have any fortune? You can make it a
I
success.
do. I'll spend a fortune to make it a success.
Success. Okay, that's a success. With Wolfram somewhat at a loss, Henry, you begin to pick out a path downwards. With a success, you are moved a tick closer to making it to a not so hazardous place. As you begin to move down, you see like there's a small party of ratmen that are kind of moving above where you guys were currently at. You take one of the scaffolding. You kind of like begin to jump down, climb down one after the other. Your party members following behind you, able to move with you. I will say, anybody that is unarmed, you would be able to pick up makeshift weapons on the way down. When I say makeshift, I mean you can have either your choice of a club, a shiv, or a probably the whip. The whip is kind of the main theme here. So, any of you that want one of those, you can have one.
Got the stats for a club.
You can just use
Luther will pick up a shiv.
shiv. Okay. The shiv is not a dagger. It is a improvised weapon.
Damn it.
Yes.
Frozen
I
right
dropped the shivs.
Damn it.
The shiv. Damn it.
It is excuse me. It is a knife, which is the same thing as an improvised weapon. It's not like a full-size dagger.
I will pick up a club. Does that count as a Bailey basic?
It counts as a hand weapon. Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it just
I'll
counts
take
as
that.
a basic hand weapon.
Oh, it's like a
I'll take
sword.
that.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, exactly. It's got the same stats as a sword.
Okay. I'll take that then.
Okay. All right. Next for our skill challenge here, Lucien. Bring it home, Lucien. Bring it home.
I guess I'll try an athletics test to
Okay.
continue our climb down in some way.
Okay. This would be more of like a dexterous kind of situation. So yeah, go ahead. Give me an athletics test.
That is a failure.
A failure. All right, that is 2 failures for you guys. 1 success. Lucien, you begin to try to pick out a perhaps like a point to jump off to one of these other sections of scaffolding. Unfortunately, the one that you go to jump towards, you watch as Ratman clamber up to it quickly, and you're kind of like taken aback as you are all slowly but surely begin to be swarmed by Skaven. I imagine at this point you are like a lone Ratman will kind of like make its way to you, and somebody like kicks it off the side or stabs it or something, clubs it over the head, nullifying the threat for now until it gets worse. That will bring us to Luther. Let's see how Luther does.
Can I,
Here it goes.
in preparation,
Mhm.
can I start to channel magic into my person?
Of course, Luther.
Thank you.
Why not?
Thank you. Thank you. There you go. That will be just a success because of my clothes.
Just a success as Luther begins
Yeah.
to attempt to channel magic as you guys are all moving and doing things, attempting to run downwards. He begins to try to pull the winds of Akshi towards himself. Successfully enough. I imagine there's probably like some licking flames around Luther's fingertips as he begins to somewhat glow. His hands begin to somewhat slowly glow. A few of the Ratmen kind of like see it and like, hey. But that's the end of the round. All right, end of the round. There's a bit of a hiccup. There we go. Okay. The current suspension bridge that you guys make it down towards as you're moving downwards. The hiccup that is going to happen, since we are in the negatives right now, is that several of the Ratmen get to the edge of the bridge, and you watch as they begin to cut the ropes tethering it as you are above. Well, it's going to be a long way down. Wolfram, you are next. What are you going to do, Wolfram?
Are any of them like throwing stuff at us, like as they come down, maybe throwing rocks or pebbles or anything where I might be able to dodge around as we're...
Sure, give me a dodge roll, Wolfram.
Okay.
Also, I thought we were at least even right now.
We'll call it even. Yeah.
Because we had two passes, 2 failures. Also,
You're right.
Is Nog part of this?
You know what? I wasn't counting Nog. You're correct.
We're in the green.
You're in the green for now.
Rope's still getting cut.
Rope's still
Yeah,
getting
rope
cut.
is still getting cut.
They're having
Already
trouble.
said
They're
it,
having
it's too
trouble
late.
with them. They've got.
It's not as fast as it
That's,
was.
They've got shivs.
5
What are they
levels
doing?
of success.
Final success, Wolfram. Wolfram, as you are kind of like taken
Nice.
aback as you see the Ratmen trying to cut the ropes, they're like, damn! As it's suddenly too thick for them to scale through in a quick fashion. As this happens, you are caught off guard, Wolfram, as a Ratman sneaks up behind you with a long, disgusting, worn blade. And he goes to stab you in the back as you dodge to the side. As he tries to stab you, Wolfram, you and you watch as he and he falls off the side of the bridge. He falls off the side of the bridge, plummeting to his death as he splats at the bottom. And by splat at the bottom, he falls and falls and falls. And Nog, you hear the screams of a Ratman as he splats next to you. Oh! You kind of look around. You watch as one of the rat ogres reaches over and grabs a hold of the corpse and greedily pulls it in and
Damn it, I was gonna eat that.
begins ripping it to pieces in a savage fashion.
Was that dude already dead?
He was dead. Yeah, he splattered like a pancake.
As he gets eaten alive. Okay.
Yes. How many degrees
Too
of
bad.
success was that, Wolfram? 5. Okay, that is okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 6 and under 62.
All right. That's going to bring me to the Nog.
Yes.
It's your time to shine, Nog. Go ahead and give me another strength check. You have a plus
1.
20 to this roll now.
More. Plus 20.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Bad strength. Oh, that's because that's a 4 levels of success.
4 level success. Nog,
Yes.
you. And then you pull your other arm free from the wall. So you have both arms free at this point.
Yes,
Now you just got to get your legs free, Nog.
it's true. It's true. Hopefully, my friends will find me.
That will bring me to Henry. Oh, how are you going to? What are you going to do, Henry? What's happening?
Is there just a little rat man that I can just club?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and
This
give me an attack roll, Henry.
Clubbing things is all I can do. All right, attack roll -10 makes it a 49. So here we go. Oh, it's a fail.
Oh.
You know what? We're in the second half here. I'll reroll it.
All right.
Ooh, baby, it's a 29 out of 49, I think.
Yeah, 49. 2 degrees of success. All right, 2 degrees of success. Henry runs through, and he, as the bridge is slowly being cut, Henry runs over and just smacks the two that were currently cutting the tethers on the suspension bridge.
It's
Just
11 damage, if it matters.
crap. The damage is negligible for right now. During the challenge, now, if we get into combat, it's going to make a difference. But as Henry just smacks both of them, one of them just like the skull just caves in, a thunderous blow. The other one gets hit and kind of like scampers away, runs away as fast as it can. Opening a path more downwards. That will bring us to Lucien. Probably running low on skills here.
Yeah. Can I also try to attack, or is that
He
off
just
limits
attacked.
this round?
Yeah.
Shoot something. Throw a rock at something.
Does that count as
It's a ranged attack. Sure, I'll let it. I could let it slide.
That would still be worse than skill my regular skills. If something has been attempted but not this round, is that and not by me?
We're trying to diversify our skills here, Lucien. Come on, come up with something else. What do you got?
Every round?
Yeah. We're doing it until you guys either breach your threshold here or you fail.
I'm gonna look cool in front of my compatriots.
Okay, cool is keeping your composure, keeping you from being frightened. That's what
Exactly.
Cool test is from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me your.
But I'm also gonna look cool
Well,
in the colloquial English sense.
of course you will. Go ahead and roll for it, please.
Sick.
Oh, he's the coolest man I've ever seen.
A 1.
Wow.
I find
I want to be just like Lucien.
I find a pair of shaded spectacles on the ground.
No. As you rush past, as all of you are rushing downwards. There comes
Who's
to a
got this
point
voice?
where you're almost on the ground floor. And how many degrees of success is that, Lucien?
That is 3 degrees of success.
3 degrees plus it's a critical. So I'll go ahead and double your successes for this. So 6 degrees basically.
Want to live?
You make as you're running downwards, Lucien, you kind of somewhat take the lead, and as you do, The side of the cavern that you're next to, it appears that there is a pen of some sort that makes up the wall. And as you are moving past it, a large amount of human-sized shapes rush. They rush the actual, like, the gate that separates you from them. Snapping jaws, snapping towards all of the party, but mostly Lucian was the closest. Able to keep his cool in the face of what appears to be these large, almost wolf-like creatures. They're about the size of a man. However, they have long tails and the faces of rats. Some kind of disgusting abomination, because they definitely have like a lupine look to them, but with rat features. And there is a lot of them in this pen area being kept. As you keep your cool and back away, that will bring us to Luther.
I would like to use my actual magic language and cast a dart, per se, at someone, you know.
Sure, Luther. Go ahead and cast your dart.
They will be successful.
69.
Yes. That counts as multiple successes.
That's
It is a single success, I'm sure.
It's a single success. It does 6 damage. That matters.
Okay. Yeah, the damage doesn't matter right now. However, you only needed one more success to complete this challenge. As Luther charges up he needs to charge up some petty magic, one might say. A little flaming dart as is it a snap?
That's fine.
I think that's what we did before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of like snaps, and a dart of flame lances outwards towards one of these rat men, kind of like holding like a full size, not holding, he's trying to manage what would you call this? Like kind of like a cart-esque with several other of these creatures. However, Luther manages to hit him, just kind of like firing randomly around as you were moving downwards. And as he is struck, the cart overturns, spilling its contents into the nearby pit. With that, unbeknownst to the rest of the party, Nog, you are showered with bits of meat and spoiled food.
Oh,
I'm assuming, to the humans this might be disgusting, but to you,
well, to me, it's probably delicious.
you are so hungry, Nog, and you quickly begin to eat.
Yeah.
And as you do, you feel your strength return to you. And with little ease, Nog is able to break free of his chains. He's able to just smash both legs out. And almost like Batman scaling the pit in The Dark Knight, Nog begins to climb outwards, climb up with
Find
his
my way right up.
with his manacles still attached to his arms. The various other rat ogres down below snapping and crying outwards as he ascends to safety. Within moments, as all of you are moving downwards, you watch as Nog bursts out of the pit. Several of these Skaven look back, just terrified, looking at him. As I'm assuming he probably crushes them or bites one of their heads off as he does. As there is utter chaos reigning in the Skaven Warren right now. It's at this point that you have successfully found Nog. However, you will need to extricate yourself. And so we are going to start another skill challenge at this point. because you've completed
Right.
your first one. Everything is wiped clean. Nog, you see your companions. You can begin to gather. This one is going to be a little more tougher than the last one, just because of the weight of the numbers encroaching on all of you. So, we're going to start off as Nog rejoins the party. Wolfer, you are first.
Have we reset what we can do?
We have reset everything.
All right. Okay. Again, I'm gonna look for the shortest, or maybe a way to escape. Or is that light in the tunnel over there?
Okay.
Do a perception check.
Give me another perception test.
I failed every time this session, so come on. That is, hold on. It's 4 levels of success.
It's a 7, so yeah, 4 levels of success. Wolfram, as you see Nog gleefully join you, munching on one of the nearby rats. The tide is definitely turning, Wolfram. Now you're specifically looking for a way out. You see the hole where you, far up above, where you ventured into this cavern. You're not sure where some of these other tunnels lead. There is, of course, the somewhat disgusting looking river. It probably goes somewhere. But regardless of which you choose, you can see that the overwhelming numbers of these creatures are slowly starting to come together, and it looks like plans are being set into motion on the enemy side. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys which direction you would attempt to move.
Isn't swim a skill?
Swim is a skill. So if you don't know how to swim,
yeah, I
you
would
don't know how to
drown.
swim.
Yeah, I don't know how to swim.
Well, it's up to you. You can
Sounds
attempt
like
the water, or
well-
you can attempt the tunnel.
Wolfram thinks that that's the way out, and our equipment is probably up there. It was probably taken from us before we were strung up. So Wolfram thinks we should go up.
This is a different up than where we just came from.
No, it's going to be the same way. Although the route you take will probably need to be different because the rats are essentially chasing you and gathering in different places.
That sounds like we're going up. I don't think any of us can swim.
Okay.
Wait, what was the? Wait, there was also the walled off area.
Yeah, you guys did not investigate that. Well, you didn't necessarily have time to. You would notice that with Wolfram would notice that in particular, that area that was somewhat walled off, a fair number of the rat men have diverted themselves to that section. It looks like they're doing something over there, which is good for you because they're not chasing you and trying to kill you like many of these others are. So let's bring it down to Henry. You're next, Henry.
Can't swim, so I'm going up.
So you're going up. What kind of test would you like to make to aid in this skill challenge?
Well, we're probably going to be making another climb? More athletics?
That's either one's fine.
All right. Athletics is slightly higher. Slightly more passable.
Okay.
Out of 34. Ooh, I gotta lose my last reroll.
Oh, 77. Critical failure. Let's go ahead and re-roll that.
Ooh, what do you know?
70.
73!
73.
That's not critical.
Okay. 2 degrees of failure.
It's more than that. It is 73 out of 3
3
levels.
degrees. Yeah, 3 degrees of failure. All right. You got 4 passing, 3 failing. Okay. Let's slide on over to Lucien.
I'm gonna try to dodge something.
Okay, give me a dodge roll, Lucian. Is that a success?
That's a success. That's
Just
just
a-
3 out of 54.
Just a success? Okay.
Yep.
All right, that brings you up to 5, 3. As Henry attempts to find a different path, he begins to try to climb up some of the scaffolding nearby, as the path that you just took down seems clogged with Skaven. Unfortunately, a fair number of them are able to catch up with the party here as you are scrambling away. Lucien, able to barely dodge a leaping ratman that looks like he was going to tackle him off into the crowd of Skaven that are gathering at this point, able to move to the side, avoiding the threat. That will move me over to the Nog. Nog, you can make any check you want, except for the ones that have been made. What would you like to do?
So, we are all climbing out. Is that correct?
Climbing and running, moving, but you can use any skill.
Yes. I will. Yeah, I'm going to follow the group, climb up, and get out of here.
Okay.
So, what would you want?
Do you want to give me a climb roll? Because no one has done that yet.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. I was looking for it. I was trying to find.
Okay. Go
Where
ahead and
did it go?
Give me a climb check.
So I'm shooting for a 63. Okay.
That's Nox is probably going to kill it.
Come on.
36.
36. So like 2 levels of success.
Two degrees of success. You guys are doing pretty good.
Yeah. Climb.
Okay, you're doing good. As Nog begins to actually climb the cavern wall, you easily able to use his body as almost like a bridge for the rest of you to kind of like scramble up, as he's helping shuttle the smaller humans with him, and you begin to climb further and further up. It brings us to the last in this round, Luther.
Could I use my language magic?
God. For what? For what, Luther?
This one's a little different. Could I do it to see if I see any strands of the winds of Akshi? Looking for my mistress is what
Okay.
I'm trying to see it. I might not see any, I guess, but I'm trying to see if I could see the.
Is that going to help you get out of your current situation, Luther?
I mean, it could. Who knows?
God damn
I
it.
don't know.
Go
I
ahead and
guess
give me a
if not,
test. Give me a
if not, I
test,
could just
Luther.
do a channeling test. You know?
Just give me a test, Luther.
Okay. Oh, that's a fail.
Yes!
I rolled too high.
I love it. Luther, you begin to search for your mistress during this harrowing experience, fleeing from the hordes of ratmen. Mistress, where is she? Where is the mistress? You're somewhat disheartened, Luther, as you can see no tether to the flame of Akshi outside of the little bit of magic you've summoned for yourself. You see little wisps of it coming off several of the burning torches around here. But other than that, that's going to be it, Luther. And that's a failure, writing it down.
Oh.
It's the end of the round. At the end of the round, all of you continue to climb as fast as you can. We're going to go through one more round. We'll see where you end. If you end positively, we will make it to the precipice of leaving. If you end in the negatives, we're going to have a fight on our hands, and it's not going to
No
be
pressure.
Wolfram, you're
All
first.
right.
You cannot use any skills that have been used in the previous round.
I've got some hesitancy about whether it's the right way or not. I mean, I can see the path up there, but I'd like to really make an intuition check to see if we're on the right course.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I like it.
That is 4 levels of success.
4 levels of success. Wolfram with the big put up there. All right, 4 levels. Wolfram, as you guys are moving up, Wolfram actually sees a opportunity. His intuition tells him that this is some kind of like breeding pit where creatures are possibly kept or made even. And as you're moving upwards, Wolfram, you come to a place where they appear to store raw food. And he takes but a moment to grasp the almost like the handle of this container, and it's almost like a food pantry storage area. You grasp it and rip it open. The rest of your party passing by, and as you do, you see that there are several large carts full of just this disgusting, foul-smelling food. It's spoiled meat and carcasses. Matter of fact, you see several human bodies that have been somewhat chopped up and ground in certain points within this this feeding preparation room. But Wolfram, you grab, with that many levels of success, you grab one of these carts, and you pull it out and just chuck it over the side of the scaffolding that you guys are near. As it smashes on the ground, you hear the cries of the many wolf rats nearby as their pen begins to slowly, some of the bars begin to slowly bulge and snap from the vast weight of the creatures attempting to get to fresh food. You see several of the Skaven begin to like take back out of what has happened. And that is a step in the right direction. Henry! It's your turn.
All right. Well, my highest stat is melee, and I have roughly a 50-50 chance of passing.
Well, let's go ahead and make an attack roll, Henry.
With no rerolls. Here we go.
Oh, 14.
That gets it done. 14 out of 49.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 degrees of success. Whew, man. As Henry pushes past most of you. And as he darts ahead, there's a small group of Skaven that begin to block the path. Of course, the Nog is coming up slightly behind him, and he would obviously destroy them. But Henry lances out with his Skaven club that he's had, covered in rat blood already, and he just begins to go to town, take him to task. Smashes several skulls in, beating enough of the others that they end up willingly jumping over the side, possibly to their own deaths, clearing the way. All right, that'll bring me to Lucien.
I will attempt athletics test.
It hasn't been tested yet.
Nimbly hurdle some objects or some such. I'm going to re-roll that with my last fortune point. That's much better. That's 1 degree of success.
1 degree of success. All right. As you pick at Lucien, you call out to a one of the ladders that have been, or excuse me, one of the bridges that has been cut and destroyed in this mad, crazed dash that you guys are all in, as it's actually hanging against the wall, And what do you know? What once was a bridge is now a ladder. As Lucienne is able to scramble up, giving a clearer path up above. You are almost home free. As you begin to scramble upwards and upwards. Nog! It is your turn.
No, just thinking maybe an endurance.
Sure.
Endurance check?
Yeah.
Have we done an endurance check?
No one has. Give me an endurance check. Nog. I love it.
Endurance check. This is it. I mean, he's probably close to his limit. It's just get out of here. Had to bust his way off the wall. Oh yeah, 27 under 60.
Under a 60.
Levels.
Yeah.
That's not accounting for any bonuses you surely would have given me.
Yeah, you guys are killing it right now.
Yeah.
As Nog begins to feel the weight of his captivity, however, able to just through willpower endure. As the fatigue washes away Nog, you dig deep, and there's a gap. It's about a 10-foot gap where it looks like you are at just one walkway below where you need to be. And there doesn't appear to be any space where your more fleshy compatriots, your smaller companions, are going to be able to make it up without being ripped apart by the hordes of rat men. Nog, you take it upon yourself to grab each of them and throw them to the ledge above, one at a time. You just as everybody is chucked up to the top level, the Nog quickly making a jump himself, smashing it and just using just every ounce of willpower he has left to pull himself up.
Come on, you apes! You want to live forever? Everyone gets out of here!
As you get to the top, Luther, you are last in initiative. However, you cannot fail at this point, Luther, as you have blown it past the point of failure. So, Luther, how are you going to aid your crew in their final escape?
I would like to channel some magic in case I need to control. Well, that's what I'm good at, magic. I mean.
Did you cast anything yet?
I've cast something, but I haven't channeled something. It's a different skill.
God.
I'm also good at it, though.
Why not, Luther? Why not? Just go ahead.
Thanks. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway,
Yeah, of course.
Playing it safe.
Good thing it doesn't, because I fail.
He fails. Luther fails. He begins to channel some magic. Shit!
Shit! Damn it!
It's just not coming. It's not coming to Luther. It's not coming easily. He's distraught after the possible loss of his mistress. No idea what's going on. As Nog gathers him up and begins to move through the somewhat tight hallway for Nog. As you ascend further up, you hear the cries of the rat men in pursuit, as you may have escaped the mass horde, but there are still pursuers coming. Moving as quickly as you can, you're going to make it to the central junction where you were given choices to go. You make it to the central spot. You know where you've come. Obviously, that is not the way out that you wish to take, at least. I'll remind you, you have a path to the left, a path to the right, and a path upwards.
Are we coming from the same direction we came from previously?
Now, so you're coming from the path that was going downwards. So you're facing Just pick a damn path, Lucian.
Let's go up.
We know we're not going
Let's
to go
go
back
back.
the way,
Yeah, you're not going back down, obviously.
or we're not going back to the room where we were all.
No. I'm not counting that as one.
Okay.
So your choices are left, right, or upwards.
Wolf and boats go up.
Ultimately, this is up to Luther.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
How about left?
You
Better than right.
Let me find it. You son of a bitch. All right. You begin to you sense something coming from that direction. That must be the way. As all of you begin to move down that way as quickly as you possibly can. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity here. So, at the central junction, before you leave the central junction, you can either attempt to throw your pursuers off with a group stealth check, or I would allow you guys to do something creative to prevent your pursuers from catching up to you.
Block the tunnel.
Yeah,
Is it just a blank tunnel? Is there any materials in it?
I will say these are clawed by rat-like hands and fangs, so they're not very. Nothing's very well put together down here.
I would think that either Nog or Luther would have the best chance of causing
Yeah,
enough.
I could cause a cave in easy.
Try to collapse
Yeah,
the tunnel behind you.
Yeah,
one of us
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Nog.
Do a Nog smash.
Yeah, go and give me an attack roll, Nog.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Let me roll this bad boy. Basic melee attack.
Yes. This will be with your Nog fist.
Oh, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be all right. That's under a 73-45.
Yeah. So, what is
Nasty
your
roll.
what's your strength bonus, Nog? 7
My
or 6?
yeah,
7
6.
should be.
So it's a 6.
6?
63.
Oh, 6.
6 plus
Strictly 6.
9. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Nog, using his large bulk, as all of you pass, he turns around and just begins to slam his fist into each side of the wall. As he does so, it begins to crack and break, and as it does, you feel a slight tremor throughout most of the warren down here. As you watch the tunnel begin to slowly, parts of the ceiling part of it begin to fall downwards. Let me see. Nope. And nope. And nope. None of you, the pursuers, are able to get to you fast enough to bypass the tunnel collapsing. And so they are thrown off for now. As it collapses, you hear the scraping of claws and the murmured grunts of strained voices beyond the collapsed section of the tunnel, as if they are attempting to clear it as quickly as possible. And you have all but escaped your normal pursuers. Going down the leftmost tunnel, the first thing you notice is as you move down this tunnel, you see there is a open, or not even open, there is a, what looks like a cell door, just as part of the wall, just like barred. And as you move towards it, you notice that it is brimming with weapons and armor. You see Nog's gut plate sitting inside of it.
Can we open the door or is it locked?
That was
It
going to be a
is-
problem for me going back home.
It is locked. Nog reaches over. I'm assuming, unless Lucas
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do something.
it's probably not locked for much longer.
I'm assuming Nog's just gonna rip the door off.
Yeah,
You
just
have
take
the
that
I would
door.
like to. I would like to use warning on it just in case.
Okay.
Make sure it's not poisoned or trapped.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, that's fair.
And
Yeah.
and if not, either
Wait,
Nog
wait!
can open it. Wait! I just have to be a yard away from it. And
Okay.
Do you have a
And then
sixth sense
either-
about anything around here?
yeah, do I have a sixth sense? You know. Anyway, I will. Do that. Just make sure. And if it is, I'll let Nog either rip it open or I'll touch it.
It does not appear to be trapped or poisoned.
Okay.
Nog reaches over with minimal strength, rips the door off. It was not made well. One of you probably could have busted it in with a little bit of effort, but for Nog, it's like breaking a twig. It just pulls the door off. It's a small Warren structure though, so Nog's not gonna fit. So you guys are gonna have to like pass his gut plate out to him. But you are able to reclaim all of your equipment. So you can reclaim all of your stuff as you begin to armor up. Those of you that have armor.
I
Yes,
suggest
Luther?
we all take a celebratory swig of Bugman's Ale to relieve us of our exhaustion and give us, a renewed and embolden us.
It does. It does.
As well as a bonding moment of the team.
Yes.
Cheers.
There's the bombs.
Cheers, my
Nog,
friends.
Nog has the little one. He just goes.
Full glass.
That's just like a
Yeah.
little. It's
Seagull.
a little nothing, yeah, for him.
Yeah.
So it's all right, it's just on the tip of the tongue there.
So it is strangely satisfying, Nog, despite it being so minimal. But as the Dawi brew washes over all of you, you feel not as stressed out. Everything's gonna work out in the end. As you
Are we
yourselves.
too
Yes.
soon for repeated healing checks?
Do you want to attempt to take time to do so? Because you're going to take time just to put your armor on.
I mean, if I get hit, I'm taking a minimum of 1 wound, so that still puts me under even with armor on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Lucian, do you wear armor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Luther doesn't wear armor.
I don't want armor, baby.
I would allow Luther.
Luther hasn't healed you yet.
To
Lucian wears
brand
leather.
you.
Henry wears
No.
plate. So wouldn't
I
it take
refuse.
any longer? So
I'm
bullshit.
just saying. While Henry's getting ready, Luther could come over and
Henry,
heal him.
one full of faith has nothing to fear the fire.
Don't touch me.
Surely, stigma would bless you.
Don't touch me.
Very well. I touch Wolf.
I take my chances.
Very well, Wolf. Very well, Henry. Very well.
As you
Is there anything else in this room besides our stuff?
There's actually a fair amount of arms and armor. Most of it is nothing of great quality, but there appears to be a fair amount of hodgepodge leather armor, as well as
any chain in there, perhaps?
let's see. There are 2 chain shirts. If anybody would like to claim them.
I think Wolfram and Lucian might like to claim those.
Okay. There are 2 chain shirts. There are a couple shields, swords. It looks like there's a halberd laying in here. There are. Do I give that to you? No, I don't give that to you. If you'd like to find anything more exotic, you will need to make a perception test.
I mean, I'll take a look around.
Yeah, I'll take
It won't be me.
Look around too.
Is it just one of us, or
Just one of you.
and I'll let Wolfram take a look around?
All right, we got a 50-50 on this. So. And that's yeah. We lost by 9.
Fortunately, Wolfram, just the standard fare is all you find.
Bullshit.
Just a little small warren of arms and armor. Nothing else too special. But you gear up. Does Nog want to make a heal test on Henry?
Well, of course, let's
There's
let
time.
the dice are.
It doesn't. So Nog
always rolls hot.
Nog just has a gut plate. It takes him
Dude, he's the Surgeon General.
just a
man.
minute
Yeah.
to like put on, and then he's good to go. So he's got
So
time.
let's hope the dice are still.
Don't worry, Harry. If you crit
Hope the dice are
fail,
still in our favor here.
I'll heal you.
Oh no, it doesn't come through this time.
Oh.
76.
No,
3
he's
levels
trying
of
to.
failure.
You're still inside the room putting your armor on, and he's
I've
like,
got all these manacles on my hands. It's just,
damn it!
Henry,
shit.
why don't you let Luther heal
That's
you?
okay. I don't have to make a cool test
Just
after
no room
it,
to
so,
work.
No, we're all good.
I'll take some healing.
You just got to fail by 6. That's all.
Yeah.
6. It shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen.
You'll just scream.
I thought knights were brave.
Mm.
No, I'll take some healing if you got some.
Yeah, you make another test, Nog.
I'll try again. Okay,
Yeah, for Lucian.
I'll try.
Can I heal myself?
God, why not? Sure.
Let's hope this
Oh,
works
yeah,
out better.
baby.
I'm way far away from Luther. If he heals
That's 42 over 40. So
Oh,
still a
sorry.
failure, but not bad.
Dang.
It's just not enough
Yeah.
room here. Not enough room to work.
Who rolled a 1?
that was the actual heal.
Oh,
So I healed
Good.
for 1.
I'm glad.
It wasn't a crit.
As Lucifer begins to.
we don't have time for Lucian to heal Henry.
At this point, we might as well, because everyone's taking time to heal.
I'll stand guard.
We're taking time. Lucian,
here we go.
Make a heal check for him.
Oh, baby!
Oh, baby!
That's right.
That is
Dr. Lucian over here.
7. What's my intelligence? 7 wounds.
7 wounds, Henry.
I'll try for myself as well.
That's true.
That's right here.
We're taking time to do all this, which is making the proverbial battle creep ever closer. But yes,
That is nuts. That's fair.
90 seconds.
Good.
Can't heal myself.
The battle feels much better when I'm sitting at over half.
I mean, Luther, I'll take some more healing if you got some.
Hey, yo.
I'm a glutton for
Oh
punishment.
my
I
God!
love it. This is the kind of thing I like to see.
I can't fail by 6 now that I'm not fatigued.
You get 3.
3 hit points, 3 wounds, Lucian, and you got to make a cool test, just to see if you scream at this point.
Yes, you will. If you pass your cool test, you don't scream.
I do pass my cool test.
Thank God.
You don't
I'm
scream
ready for it this time.
If you were going to scream, we were going to enter initiative right now.
So what was the number of wounds?
3 wounds.
3.
3 wounds. Okay.
So, as you take time to resupply yourselves, regather all your
Feeling
things,
better.
everybody feel a little more confident about what's happening. You can hear the digging, getting close nearby. Perhaps some of the beasts have been brought up to do the digging for them. It is moving much quicker than it would be. You decide to get a move on. going down the leftmost tunnel still. Which one of you is leading? Luther still? Yeah, since I mean he has the light pretty much. I will say you guys could have collected lanterns in the armory kind of room there. If Luther wanted to light some for anybody, they have those. Like a little oil lamp setup, basically.
You might as well take one of those.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
I still have my miner's helmet.
Yeah, there's no glass, but it's like an oil lamp, basically. All right. As that is set up, Luther, you begin to hear screams down the hall. Female screams.
Oh.
You hear a woman screaming.
Mr. Schrader.
Do you move with haste or do you move with stealth?
I'm not good at stealth. I guess probably haste if it was the mistress.
Okay.
Can you tell by the screams?
It sounds like a woman. That's all you got.
I don't know if he's ever heard her scream before.
I was asking if Luther could tell, not me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever heard her scream before.
It's usually the reverse, where she's making him scream.
That's usually right. Yes.
Heard that as all her.
Luther begins to quicken his pace, moving as fast as he can. His staff, probably over his shoulder, since one of his arms is messed up, if you remember correctly. Or perhaps you have it in your right hand instead, I don't know. But as you move closer to the screams, let's see here. You come to a corridor, Luther, and you know that you are close to something because your sixth sense begins to pick up things, Luther. As you begin to see wisps of dark magic just like flowing out of this room. None of the rest of your party can observe what you're seeing, but there is dark things within this next chamber. The screams are emanating out of it quite loudly. It's got a door that is shut with a large knocker on the center of it. There appears to be a handle of some sort.
Warning, and then I'm going to tell my friends, I believe we have a powerful foe behind the store. Be ready. As I touch it to unlock it.
Okay.
And
you tested to see if it was trapped, correct?
yes.
Does it detect? What kind of traps does it detect?
It detects.
Don't like this question.
It detects.
It detects all of them.
The
just says
major kinds.
It just says poisoned or trapped.
That's all it says.
That's all it says.
It's so
I
vague.
channel magic into an object.
So all
vague.
encompassing is what
It
it
sounds
is.
like the store's traps and it detects
So
traps.
vague.
It
Luther,
sounds. I can focus magic into it, and it's supposed to immediately. It just says
Okay,
you channel
yeah.
magic into object.
I get the idea. So you put your hand on Luther.
I don't touch it.
You put your hand close to it, Luther,
Yes.
and you feel
Yards.
a darkness emanating from behind this door. You can tell that it is locked securely with arcane means.
Oh, okay. I can't open non-magical locks. It has to be regular lock for my open lock to work.
And now, It is made out of normal material, Luther.
Mhm.
It is just locked with some kind of magical element.
Mhm. Is it made of wood?
It is, in fact, made of wood, yes.
I would like to burn it.
Okay. Luther, you begin
I'm gonna
to...
get back.
And then you... I mean, is this like a shouting how does this happen, Luther? Is this just a wave your
I'm just gonna
hand and you light
channel.
on fire?
I'm just gonna channel. Yeah, channel magic, kind of like I would snap, and
Yeah.
then start to catch people on fire normally. But
The door quickly begins to roil in flame. Why don't you give me a channel magic test to see how quick you can do this?
okay. Uh, 5 level success.
5 levels. My God, what is your channel magic?
Well, it's at 70, but I get extra because it's
Ridiculous.
because of my robes. So, that's 4 level success. I guess.
Ridiculous.
We've also got lamps.
4 levels, yes.
Those
Yeah,
lamps don't
4 levels
count.
success. Sorry.
What?
4 levels.
Those lamps don't count. Damn it. 4 levels success. In very quick order, Luther begins to burn and the wood catches and then just begins to smolder and burn through as a hole is just turned to ash in the center of the door. And as it does, you watch as the wood just begins to fold inwards and the door collapses. The edges of the door are held securely. They look untouched by the magical flame. However, it looks like the entire door was not enchanted in any such way to survive. As it falls away, you are immediately hit with like a wave of dark magic, Luther. Not so much like an attack, but more of just like your senses
The
flooded.
winds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Within, all of you see it's almost like an insane man's pawn shop, full of knickknacks and baubles and artifacts just kind of laying about. There are tomes and scrolls just haphazardly draped across shelves and various other things. But the most obvious thing would be past the shelves is a large open space, lit by several small green crackling braziers. In the chair, Luther, strapped down, is one Mistress Reyna Reichenbach. Her red hair matted across the side of her head, matted with blood. Her clothing torn and just torn, mostly. She looks like she has been through quite the ordeal. And you see, startled, is a hunched, kind of a somewhat larger rat man that quickly turns around. As he turns around, you see in his hand are a pair of like tongs. And you see that there are what looks to be a finger attached to the tongs that is no longer on your mistress' hand, as apparently she was getting the stick and not the carrot. And
Damn it, viewers.
that's where we're going to end tonight's episode
They're so cruel.
of the expedition. And we'll pick that up the next time.
Damn
Oh
it,
my
Henry, get your
goodness.
mind out of the gutter.
All right.
That's my mistress you're laughing at.
She got the finger, bro.
Damn it, bro.
The carrot.
It was the type of torture she was going to be enduring, Luther, and now you see. All right,
Now you know.
and now you know.
What was the
So-
carrot gonna be?
I don't know.
And there was going to be something else could have happened if you would have snuck in. maybe some plot elements I've been working on for a long time that are just never going to be brought out into light of day, per usual.
I thought
So,
I had her.
let's go and do this. Let's
What?
go
Because you
ahead
just keep
and-
skipping by your stuff? What?
Damn it! Let's go ahead and do favorite moments of the night before we close out. Let's start off with Wolfram. Favorite moments of the night, Wolfram.
I love a skill challenge. I do, especially after my terrible rolls the first part of the session, and having some great rolls during the skill challenge. I was just so happy. I'm an into that. It's fantastic. I love a skill challenge.
You guys did very well indeed. Henry.
My favorite part was when Lucian rolled his natural one on his cool test. The coolest guy in the room. I pictured that scene in like Pirates of the Caribbean when the dude's walking down the deck and everything's like blowing up around him.
It's true.
That was Lucian. Whooping his Ray-Bans on, walking into the Skaven.
I thought it was the 8-bit glasses.
His cloak over his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's a cool cat.
Cool dude. What can he say? How about Lucian? Favorite moments of the night, Lucian?
It probably was the one on the skill challenge, partially because I'm not a big fan of the skill challenge, and I was 1,000% sure that we were going to fail miserably. So I was very happy that we came out on top on those.
You guys are doing good. You did the second one. You completely crushed. So, how about old Nog? Favorite moment of the night, Nog?
Favorite moment of the night would be finally breaking free of the wall, grabbing a snack along the way, and just airlifting everyone out of the hole. Just, as I would do for my friends. And we didn't quite get into the thick of it yet, but it sounds like that's where we're headed.
More than likely, yes. You through your very good rolls, you've been able to avoid some rather intense combat scenarios I had set up. So we got past those, no problem. That doesn't mean we're out of it completely, but it is what it is. Last but not least, Luther, favorite moments of the night.
I guess my favorite moment, probably, when I first threw that fire blast, exploded a bunch of Skaven. The pyromancer's finally coming online. He's getting there.
He's getting there for sure. He's definitely getting there.
You've killed like a dozen already down here.
You've killed quite a few.
I burned them all.
Burned them all. Indeed. If I had a favorite moment, it was how lucky you can get. Not only you had a 1 in 4 chance of finding the tunnel Nog was in, and what do you know? Right off the get-go, we got it. And then you got a 1 in 3 chance of finding Mistress Reyna. Got it, no problem. I mean, it is, fantastic, awesome. Before we close out, viewer decision for all of you out there still listening. We are going to go with something a little bit more beneficial. There's going to be a boon for one of the expedition. So vote for whoever you think deserves a boon in the comments, and one of our 5 players will be garnished with one. And we'll see how this goes. So that'll happen next sesh. A little boon for everybody. You've earned it. Of course, do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Do vote in the comments section, especially for the viewer decision. And of course, we love to hear from you. We all do. Also, check out the lovable Dan Decker. Got links to his social medias as well. And I guess that's going to be it. So thank you very much for watching. This has been the Expedition of the Damned, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a good day.